What is up? What is up? First up, we got the door kickers in here. Oh my god, you guys, it took me like an hour and a half to prepare for this stream. I did everything I could possibly with the lighting in my room, but no matter what I did, it just got worse and worse and worse. Right now, I'm still recovering from my little flu. Oh my god. Last night I could not sleep at all. I never slept a wink. So I got up at 4 in the morning, went to McDonald's, dropped a little short of the breakfast I ate, went to the gym, had a hardcore training session, went to bed at maybe 8 or 9 in the morning, and then after that, I woke up at like 3 p.m. and felt like I only slept like an hour. This is the strangest cold I ever had. Man, let me tell you what. Yeah. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Doors Tactical. Right on. We're gonna let some people trickle in here. Oh, Mother Mary and Joseph. Oh. But the question is, did you guys see my monkey short? Man. So today I thought I'd try something a little different. Thought I'd try something a little different. Might as well. Ugh. We got some bum outside messing around. Yeah. Yo. Hang on a second here. Hang on a second. I hear footsteps outside, but I don't see anybody. Yo, yo. Anyway, I just heard some bum making a ruckus outside. What's up, you guys? Welcome to the live stream. Chill out Q&A. You guys like my creepy monkey? He's from Five Nights at Freddy's. You guys ever play that game before? Ilias Sonic. Sarah says hi. What's up? Oh, welcome to my live stream short today. I was just saying to door kickers, man, I'm tired, I'm lazy, I'm sore. I got the strange cove kicking in, and it's the kind of cove where you just got no appetite and you're lazy, but yet you can't sleep. I never coughed at all, at all, at all. This morning I went to the gym. I had a fantastic, fantastic chest workout, and I posted a short of my breakfast of McDonald's. It was a great breakfast. I ate a lot of food. This big guy here helped me out. And yeah, what did you guys do today? Let me know in the chat below. Today was a cloudy day, and for some reason, a bunch of sandflies flew in my room. And once the sandflies flew in my room, they did not make my life very easy. Do you know that sandflies like pee on you before they bite you? And when they finally do bite you, it's just takes forever, and that's what that stinging comes from. They're called the no-see-ums bugs, and the no-see-ums are annoying. Door Kicker says you're eating McDonald's right now. Right on, right on, right on. I was checking other people's live streams today on shorts, and they seemed really boring. There was a lot of activists, and that was it, to tell you the God honest truth. So I don't think really many people bother to do these live streams. I think that they're not as popular. I don't think they get too much attention. Let me know where you guys are from in the comments below. I'm from Eastern Canada. I'm from New Brunswick, small town. And this is what I love to do. I love to work out. I love to eat lots of chicken. I like to take day to day life, nice and slow. And holy man, I say it every day. I'm waiting for the robots to take over. Won't that be one heck of a fun day? Won't that be a good day? I think it'll be a good day. So, yeah, yeah. You're also from Eastern Canada, right on, Door Kickers, right on. Maybe one day we'll go get McDonald's together. How's that sound? Ugh. Yeah, I don't know how people do it. They do their live streams and they get like 100 people in. Eventually, I'll get there someday. And today I only ate one meal. Oh no, I had two. I had the McDonald's, and then later on, earlier today, I had 3 red potatoes, a yellow onion, and half a chicken breast. So that really sounds like a little bird kind of diet because I'm used to eating a lot of food, really. Oh, but anyway, my car still broke down. My car's giving me some grief. Moose, my dog, says hi. What's up, man? I love that name. I don't know where you come up with that. That's awesome. Hey, Moose. Thanks for chiming in. Thanks for coming into the stream today. Hang out, chill, get comfortable. What's up with new? Wow, I got my words all mixed up today. What's up with you? What's new? What's exciting in your life? Did you go to school today? You play Fortnite today? Did you ask out the prettiest girl in school today? Love your live streams. Right on, man. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks to the 9 viewers that's hanging out with me. I know there's a lot of live streams out there doing all various interesting things. See this black lady, she was taking dandruff off of an old doll today. Yes, you heard that right. She was taking off dandruff of an old doll with a comb, and it was so gross looking that she had like 3,000 viewers watching, commenting, liking, and everything. And I'm like, why are people even watching this? Like, it was like an old doll. It didn't really make any sense to me, but people watch whatever, man. And like I say, I was watching people do like riots in Portland, Oregon, and just stuff like that. And I tried looking at what was going on in the world today, but really it was boring, dude. It was boring. Oh, interesting. Door kickers, funny enough, I never had a crush. Well, that's interesting. That means that you never met like the right person to crush on. Like, and you'll know when you do. You know, when you, like they say, the famous love at first sight. Here comes a ninja bike driving down the road. Yeah, the whole love at first sight thing, or when you see someone, that looks attractive and you like them right away. That happens at least once or twice in school for all of us or whatever there. And if not, it'll be college, or whatever. So you got lots of time, that's for sure. So welcome everybody to the live stream. Don't really know what I'm going to do today. Don't really know what I'm going to talk about today. Oh, I can feel my energy coming back though since I started drinking that water there. You're supposed to drink like 3 liters of water a day, but so far today I only drank like 2 liters, so it's kind of my fault that I don't have energy. It's kind of my fault that I don't have energy. When I think about doing live streams at hockey night, because there's a hockey team that plays in my hometown, but I don't know if people would like that. People watch hockey night in Canada, but when it comes to like small town hockey, nobody gives a rat's derriere except for the parents, right? And the close family of the guys playing. That's at least my take. But I just like to do some sort of activity or whatever there. Like maybe like a wheel, like spin a wheel and a winner gets a prize, or maybe, something of that nature. But I just find it like to spice it up, like to spice up the live streams. I do like talking about like just my day and a chill stream or whatever, but I think also I'd like to give people advice. I think I'd like to give people advice, you know what I mean? Like maybe some sort of like creators therapy, call it, like a therapy stream where people tell me about their problems and I would give them advice. Because I find a lot of people in my life would ask me for advice, right? I would tell them, but they would not really be too happy about the advice I give them, I find. But sometimes they would take it, you know. Life is about changes. Life is about trying to make a change. Life is about learning new things and doing new things and all that kind of stuff. And as time goes on, so I feel as though I'm pretty far ahead of the game or whatever. Yeah, door kickers. If you guys ever need any advice, you know, don't be shy. I'll be the Dr. Phil. I'm going to be the new Dr. Phil around here. I mean, I already got the, you know, I already got one part down. Right now, I hear a lot of explosions. I think they're working on a mine or something right now. Blasting. Pretty cool, eh? Yep. My fish ate my homework, then my cat ate my fish, and then my dog ate my cat. Oh, geez, where do you come up with this stuff? That's a pretty creative one. I never heard that. Never heard that before. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never heard that before. That's definitely creative. Creative. It really adds a twist on the whole fish ate the homework thing. If anybody else in the three people watching need life advice, let me know. Hit me up with a question and I'll give you my honest opinion. Don't be shy at all. Don't be shy at all. All you got to do is talk to the monkey. Monkey. You know, he's an attention grabber and he might eat me. He doesn't look very friendly sometimes, actually. He looks like kind of like a psychopath. So that's why I leave him outside my room when I go to bed at night because if this guy ever got a knife. Opinion on Trump. Everybody's got an opinion on him, eh? Uh, I like to stick with my same opinion, and that is that I believe that there's a lot like smarter people than him that's running the show, as they say. But more importantly than that, I think that there's like a lot of like certain kind of like doctors and psychologists and all that who like run these little tests on people like in the public or whatever in public opinion and discourse and all that. And I think they work with economists and I think they work with whoever specialty type people to make these laws like the law writers, the people who create bills and all that kind of stuff. It just sucks that there's such division with the left and right. Say, for example, nobody knows what the truth is. If it's true that the government is shut down because of the Dems wanting health care, nobody knows if it's true or not true. And I just wish there was like a way to have some solid footing. You know what I mean? In the world today, it's so hard to find that grounding and like a solid footing in today's world. That's why usually one people they just stick with like one worldview and that's it. And anytime there's like a different kind of thing that comes up that's against their worldview, they freak out and they can't handle it and they run away and they stay in their simple little lives. And that's unfortunate, man. That sucks because there's a lot of people out there that it's like maybe their opinions can change, but for the most part, it seems as though it's almost next to impossible to get people's opinions to change. But famous saying somewhere along the lines is truth is down the middle. You know what I mean? Uh, I think that a lot of rich people wanted him to be the prez because because of him like not being shy. He had to show The Apprentice and all that kind of stuff, and living that high roller lifestyle with houses and all this and that. And he failed a lot too, like with the Taj Mahal gambling place or whatever. Uh, but being a president is an old person's game normally. There's not too many young presidents, and there's a reason for that. It's because they're not developed enough. And they might not handle rejection as well as someone whose age is pretty much leading them out the door anyway. So, it's a tough job to be not liked. If half the people in the country don't like you at all and the other half love you, so it can be pretty tough for the mental health of anyone, right? But I'm glad the Dems didn't win this one because, like, it just seems as though uh, they're just not getting it. Like, they're just not getting it. You know, sometimes about capitalism is about a lot of hard work too. And when you work really hard in life and you have everything taken away from you or whatever there, that sucks. That makes you not want to contribute to the country at all or whatever. So it can be hard as, like, say for example, like a capitalist to work hard every day, but then another thing too is that just people are on welfare and they sit around all day, and it's crazy, but they're going to keep voting for whoever kind of continues the welfare. And if anyone tries to cancel the welfare, then the people on welfare will vote against them. So that's really what it boils down to. A lot of it is like money, social status, that kind of thing. It's just crazy how some people work their hands to the bone every single day, day in and day out, month in, month out, year after year, and they make like 2 grand a month, but yet someone on welfare makes like 1 grand a month. So if you think about all the times you had to pack your lunch, start up your car, gas money, insurance for your car, registration, this, that, and everything, and all the time you put into work, and you might as well just save money and not work and go on welfare and just kind of develop yourself as an individual, reading books, hanging out with friends, going for walks, enjoying the finer things in life like the sun and all that, instead of sweating there, sweating bullets there and busting your butt off there working for minimum wage. I mean, but me, I can't go on welfare because anyone with over like $800 in New Brunswick can't get welfare. So if you busted your butt for like 10 grand and you're under threat of losing it, let's say because of AI or other people took your jobs, like the boss's cousin and stuff like that. It's a shitty feeling when you work real hard for 2 3 years and save up 10 20 grand, and then you lose it all and go on welfare. Kind of makes you never want to work again because people are mean to you and you work so hard for nothing. You might as well just sit around and do nothing and get money for free. And hey, if AI takes over the world, all the better. Fuck, might as well. I mean, think about it too. Think about it if you worked for even 5 10 years and you saved up like 50 grand, 100 grand, and then you lost your job working at a mill or something because they sent the jobs away to Mexico, and then you lose your mortgage. Your wife dumps you, splits up with you, takes half your stuff and your house and everything and your kids, and then you got to go work at a deli store, like unloading boxes for minimum wage, and then you spent the last 10 years of your life for nothing there. So you might as well just try and open up a business and try and develop yourself or whatever, instead of getting canceled. Getting canceled is a terrible thing, man. Toilet paper, we got toilet paper in the house. What is up, man? Thanks for coming to hang out my live stream today. Did you walk along the beach today? Yes or no? Did you walk along the beach? Did you watch my short today that I dropped with the monkey? Did you comment? What's up, 5 viewers? Welcome to the live stream. Are you guys from Canada? Like, I'm from Canada. Right now I'm from eastern New Brunswick. I left Quebec because Quebec is a really big cancel culture, but yet they bring in lots of immigrants to do their dirty work. So I don't really like Quebec, unfortunately. Quebec was difficult in the 90s and 2000s, but unfortunately, Quebec is slowly losing their French identity, and there will be no French such. Well, I shouldn't say that, but there probably will be almost nothing of French language preservation in 5 years or so. And yes, AI could help with that and language barriers and some such, but it's really just a spiel and a shtick. And the National Assembly de Quebec or whatever there, and the Liberals control it all anyway. There, Mark Carney controls all that there. So you know, they act like they have a say, the Quebecers, but in reality, they don't. That's just my 2 cents. And they have a news station there called TVA, TVA. I actually got interviewed on TVA a couple days ago while I was walking down the street, and they asked if they could interview me. They just asked me one question. They said, "How do you feel about the hydro prices, the increase of hydro in New Brunswick? Because New Brunswick pays double of Quebec." David, what's your favorite cheese? Oh, geez, I'd have to think about that. I would probably say old cheddar, but salty. Maybe 5 years old, salty cheddar, and but not that it tastes really bold and like kind of sour or whatever. I don't like it if it's like that. Like, I don't like the cheap cheddar, like those rectangular cheddar bricks or whatever that are like $8 or whatever. Those suck. Those suck. You know, that's the stuff that parents buy thinking, oh, you know, might as well. But I like exotic cheese. I like expensive cheese. I like cheese that's like a fistful for like $20. That's the kind of cheese I like. I also like really dry cheese, really dry Swiss cheese. I like that. I like dry Swiss cheese. Maybe not really dry, but pretty darn dry. Like when you bite into it there, and you can taste like the calcium is like whoosh, explosion there. That's good. Old kind of cheese is good. What kind of other cheese do I like? I think that's pretty much it. Excuse me. I like it when cheese is also sometimes they put fruit in some cheese, like the cheese of you know, like they just put cranberries or whatever in the cheese. I kind of like that too. But I kind of like cheese that's like a little bit tangy, little bit salty, a little bit uh, oomph, has some oomph to it. I do not like cheese that tastes bold. So I guess I like sharp, salty, crumbly. Crumbly cheese is good. Cheese that makes all big crumbs or whatever there, that's good. Like those little crumbs or whatever. I'm trying to think of this cheese one time. I ate it and it was orange. I guess it was just crumbly cheddar, but man, that was good. Yeah, yeah. And I don't really like to take like a bite out of a block of cheese. You know, I like to cut them in whatever pieces there and eat them like that. You know, that's good. What about you, door kickers? What kind of cheese do you like, man? His cheddar's good. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like that. I'm glad you agree, man. I think it's like Balderson's cheese maybe is okay or whatever there. But recently they got a PC cheddar cheese that's like 500 grams for like 15 bucks. Cheddar cheese, 2 years old or something like that. I tried that once or twice. That was pretty good. But you know, I'm not sure. Mozzarella. You'd like mozzarella the most. Okay, shredded, maybe mozzarella cheese in the bag. Yeah. I had like habanero cheese, cheddar cheese from Cracker Barrel in a bag. You know, that's like the spicy cheese that you would put on pizza. That's good too. Eat that out of the bag. Oh yeah, I also like curded cheese. Yeah, curded French cheese. That is pretty good too. You know, I got to give the French people credit there for that when they came up with curded cheese and like basically they shred the cheese and then they put it in a rope and then they compress it and then they cut little pieces of the rope or whatever and then that would be mozzarella salted cheese. That's what I like. That's pretty good. Besides that, I guess that's it, you know. Yeah, I really thought my monkey man here would attract more people scrolling on their live feed tonight. But so far, it's been people in and out. Mr. Toilet Paper came in and said hi. What other fans do we have today here? We got Caleb in the house. We got Door Kicker in the house. We got Chili Via Plath in the house. We got Ilya Sonic in the house. We got my name XB5FF in the house. We got Sarah Hill in the house. So today's kind of a quiet stream. But like I was saying, I got a feeling that the YouTube algorithm there is starting to slow me down a little bit because I just don't understand why I was getting like 10 viewers a night and I was getting quite a few subscribers. And I was getting whenever I would post a short, I would get like 200 views in half an hour, and I was doing good, man. I was doing good, and lots of engagement, lots of comments, and everything. But then all of a sudden, man, just like it hit the brakes like I'd never seen before, man. Sometimes like my McDonald's short that I posted this morning, it had like 8 views in 2 hours. 8 views in 2 hours. Like, why is the algorithm drip testing me? Why is it making it so that, like, whenever I post a short, instead of showing it to 50 people at once, it'll show it to one person and see how the one person viewed. All right, thanks a lot, door kickers. That's awesome, man. Really glad you're saying that, brother. Yeah, so the algorithm, instead of giving me like 50 views in 1 minute, and then analyzing and then giving more views again. Instead, what would take place is it would just give one viewer and then it would analyze that one viewer. So if the one viewer looked at what I was posting and then they flew away off to something else, like in 1 or 2 seconds, it would cap and it would never really show me to anyone else. Man, that was a pain in the dairy air there. The YouTube algorithm, man, is brutal. It's brutal, man. The YouTube algorithm is not a fun algorithm at all. So the algorithm is broken. Yeah, it's something's up. It's totally one-sided there for certain creators there. I don't know. That's why I'm thinking about maybe doing collaboration streams. I'm thinking about maybe going live with some of the other prominent streamers. I was messaging actually two doctors. I messaged two doctors to do a live stream with, and those two doctors agreed. One of them liked what I said and didn't really say anything there because he's kind of busy. And the other doctor said, "Yeah, sure," because he just recently wrote a book. He wrote a fantasy book, so I kind of wanted to talk about the fantasy thing. I wanted to, get his opinion on where he is with his book writing. His name is Eric Goodwin. He's a doctor and he writes fantasy books. I actually purchased his fantasy book, but I never read it yet. I ordered it. It came in. Basically, it's a storytelling. Storytelling has a big effect on people because storytelling has been going on for thousands of years, right? Yeah, people prefer action over calmness. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But, as time goes by, as you get older, you kind of want a chill environment. You want a nice environment. So this guy specializes in creating storytelling environments that is compelling for like an individual, right? So like say for example, cavemen a long time ago, they would introduce their kids to the wild and they would show them where to avoid dinosaurs, like the big ones. Show them how to hunt, show them how to fish and all that kind of stuff, and then eventually the younger generation, follows suit and does the same. But here we are now in the year 2025, and we're not really seeing parents show the kids, the future generation, of what to do in the world and what the world's going to be like when they're adults one day. So it really seems like a no holds barred of you're on your own, make or break, do or die, succeed or fail, become rich or become homeless environment that's really forcing the collective of humanity to, I guess, maximally substantiate themselves or whatever. And that's why a lot of people are pushing so hard for AI right now, because it's too hard to build a house in today's environment. It's too hard to get a job in today's environment. It's too hard to, provide for your family in today's environment with just one job. People used to say that, a man could work in the past and provide for the family, but then it became the husband and wife had to work, so the wife had to work too. And, she didn't mind, she didn't complain type thing. But now everyone's complaining. Now everybody's complaining, and now I feel like nobody wants to work really. I mean, but people do anyway. Maybe not everybody, but so it's a really tough environment out there. But what I would like to do is I would like to kind of foster uh, relaxing and chilling out. And I mentioned it 100 times before, but I just feel as though so many people watch the news today and they start panicking or whatever, and that makes them not enjoy life. Yeah, you love to work. Okay, right on, Door Kickers Tactical. Right on, man. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you like to work. No, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. I just hope you never, which most people do, but I hope you never like bump into someone at work who is like mean to you, nasty, trying to bring you down, trying to get you fired type thing. Maybe he's jealous of you. Maybe say for example you're better at picking up 20 pounds of rice or whatever and loading and unloading rice all day. I don't know what you do when you work, but let's say you do that really good. But then some people, they just get so jealous that they try and get rid of you. It's great. It can be tough out there. So like just for competition, and maybe if they try and get rid of you, they can say, okay, well, now we got rid of Door Kickers Tactical. I can get my brother in, I can get my cousin in, I can get my best friend in, and once he starts making a bit of money, then we can go and, get a promotion or something like that. So sometimes you don't really realize that when you're 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. You just love to work, you love to get money, everything's good. Yes, and that's fine, which I'm happy for you. But I'm talking about maybe someone who's more like in the age of 25 to 35, or maybe the age of 35 to 55. Those guys know what I'm talking about for sure. That's when you start to realize that kind of politics is everywhere, even at the hospitals, even at the municipalities, even at the post office. There's politics at the post office. Look at the post office right now. Canada Post wants to go on strike. They want more money and they want to work less, yet they're spending $10 million a day more than they should. So a capitalist country would say, if you're too expensive, you guys got to go and cut your jobs and replace with someone else that's cheaper. Look at how Amazon becomes so successful. Look at how Walmart becomes so successful. A few times Walmart buildings they wanted to unionize. Walmart Corporation shut them down, and that's it. And now there's no Walmart in the small town. Same thing at Amazon. In Quebec, it's my understanding that Amazon employees wanted to unionize to negotiate better pay. Amazon just shut down the warehouse because they don't want to negotiate. They don't have to negotiate. These are some of the richest companies of the whole of planet Earth has ever known, and they're not negotiating with 25 people who say, well, we want an extra $3 an hour, because if the richest people give it to them, and all the other Walmarts in Canada and all the other Walmarts in the United States say, oh, well, we want to unionize too and we want to make more money, and that affects their bottom line, which is making a lot of money, and then influencing, politics and the future of business and so on and so forth. So it's really not like school. When you go to school, they make you believe that life is a happy-go-lucky, friendly, la-di-da, you are the change in the world or whatever. But sometimes when they say at school, when you go to school and they say, oh, look at the history books of all the terrible things that happened, but today we have it so good. Not much has changed from the past to today in terms of the instincts to get money and to get smarter and to get stronger and all that kind of stuff. These types of things, to have higher social status. Everybody wants to be the valedictorian. Everybody wants to be the football star of the school. Everybody wants to date the pretty cheerleader, and all this kind of stuff. And we see it in Marvel movies too, the big, strong, sexy man beats up the bad guy and gets the girl, and that makes you feel good because it's kind of like you. There'll always be horrible people. Yeah, well, I mean, uh, yeah, a small percentage. Yeah, a small percentage for sure. Sometimes they change, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's us that do the terrible things or whatever, and then we don't know or realize in retrospect what took place or whatever. But try and live a good life, yeah, for sure. What's up, 5 people in the chat? I'm here giving Door Kickers tactical work advice. Thanks for hanging out. I'm surprised I only got 2 likes today, guys. Can you give me a couple more likes there? Normally I get like 5-10 likes a live stream. Come on, guys, give me a like. Please, for the love of God, give me a little boost here. Usually I get way more people than this, way more likes. But every night you never know what you're gonna get. I don't know what to post on my channel as a first video. Well, the thing about content is you can. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, dude. Thanks a lot, Door Kickers. Right on, man. The thing about content is that it can be anything. It doesn't mean people are going to watch. It doesn't mean that YouTube is going to push it. But content can be anything. So you have to be creative in that sense, my friend. Like, for example, like you're just wherever you're living, you can look around your house. You can say, okay, where's the good lighting in the house? Where's the bad lighting in the house? You know, and you can pick up this monkey like I did and, you know, do a quick little short with it. You can do little transformation videos, maybe. Like, I don't know, you can do whatever you like, really. You can say, I don't know, you know, a school teacher would say, oh, write some poetry or something like that. I don't know, but really, you can do anything. Let's say you have car problems. You can pop the hood, take a quick video, and say, hey, everybody, I'm getting some car problems right now. Does anybody know why this, and this? Do you guys know if this is broken? Maybe someone will even comment, you know, and they'll be able to help you out, really. Little stuff like that. Take a take a take an upload. Maybe if you guys got some flowers, take a little video of the flower or something. I don't know. Just really could be anything. You can take a 10-second video of homework and say, God, this homework looks dumb or something like that because it's too easy for someone in, you know, my grade or whatever. Maybe it's too hard, you know, and then maybe someone from around the world will say, oh man, that's nothing. I got way harder than that, you know. Uh, or you could try and do some video game streaming. I know you like video game streaming and stuff, but that's pretty expensive. Like, just in terms of the TV, the recording, the computer, all that kind of stuff. Uh, what else could you do? I don't know. I really don't know. But every day try and do something, which is still pretty tough because YouTube likes consistency. That's another thing. A lot of people fall off with the consistency, right? Like they make it so that you know, because it is hard to post every day. But for people who have 10 million subscribers and 5 million subscribers, it's easy for them to post every single day because they have like 100 people commenting, saying, asking questions, getting involved. They already know who you are. They already know what the topic is and all that kind of stuff. Like it's so much more established. But for when you're just starting out, it's really hard to get the lifts of like the views and stuff like that. So consistency is very, very important. YouTube likes consistency, not quality. Yeah. Yeah, well, they like a little bit of quality too, but if it hits at the right time and also has to be the right viewer. Like let's say I record a short of myself eating some candy. Well, some kids or something like that might be like, "Oh, that's cool, candy," or something like that. But an old man who's, you know, got 2 or 3 years left before he you know, before he goes or whatever, he could be like, he could look at the short for only 0.1 of a second and say, "Oh, I hate candy, get it out of here," you know, and he'll get rid of you, and that will make the YouTube algorithm think, "Oh man, this guy sitting here eating candy, that sucks." You know, don't bother to show it to anyone else because it sucks. But in reality, is that you got to make content that's like inclusive pretty much for everybody. So if that's something I could leave you guys with here today, that's what my advice. But really, I don't know what I'm doing either, you know, but I got to sail this ship one way or another. You got 8 subs in the past 1.5 weeks. Hey, man, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not bad, actually. Holy crap. That's pretty bad, dude. That's pretty. How did you get you? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Door Kickers, you said you have yet to post a video, but yet you got 8 subscribers in 1.5 weeks. So can I ask, how did you get 8 subscribers in 1.5 weeks if you never posted a video? Like, how does that make any sense? I never knew that was a thing. Moose Dog, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? What are you doing? What are you doing? What do you mean? Well, yes, Door Kickers. Say hi, Door Kickers. Do me a favor and give me a like, my brother. I had an older channel. Well, I got an older channel too. I think I started my channel back in the year 2019. Oh, you're camping. Holy crap. It must be cold outside. Where I'm from here in Eastern Canada, I would be shivering like a leaf there. I would need a fire all night. I'm not a guy who handles the cold well. I used to handle the cold really well, but not anymore. You're camping. Okay, okay. You got a tent and you got an extra warm sleeping bag, I hope. And I hope you got, I hope you had a good supper there. And I hope you're ready because it might frost a little bit today. Well, maybe not. Depends where you are. Door kickers. And I had to go delete videos because it really didn't go well. Yeah, sometimes if you delete videos, the YouTube algorithm will say, oh, this guy deleted all his videos, and maybe I'm going to test him even harder now because I don't have anything to go by. But if you post every single day for 90 days, it's going to learn more about you. It's going to learn what you like to post. It's going to learn what is good and what is not good. And, but if you just delete everything, it's going to be hard to know what's going on, you know? So that's my advice that I would leave you with. You need to go to sleep, okay, man? I totally understand, brother. Check out some of my shorts, eh? Check out my shorts that I posted today and check out, help me out, brother. But yeah, I think I'm ready to call her a night too, you guys. What do you think, door kickers? I mean, you probably got stuff that you got to do, right? I mean, oh, well, today's Saturday, so it's not really that, today's Saturday, so it's not like anyone is, you know, it's not like anyone has some serious obligations tomorrow unless you're going to church or something like that. It's been a while since I went to church, actually. It's probably been about 3, 4 months or something since I went to church. But I think we're gonna end her there. Yeah, might as well. Might as well. All well that ends well, hey? So, thanks a lot for chiming in, guys. Check out some of my shorts that I posted today. See you guys in the next one.